We're getting ready. We're getting ready for this thing. Very nice. We got 1 minute just to chill and relax. How are you guys feeling this morning?
Good.
Good. That's great. That's good to hear. Well, it's 10 o'clock there, so you guys are like bright and chipper.
No, it's good. We were curious where you were moving to.
What's that?
We were curious where you're moving.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Well, yeah, we also don't know. We can talk about that. We can talk about that later. No, somewhere here, but we've been asked to leave so the owner's son can come back and live here.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
We just weren't sure if you were moving countries again or something.
No, we have no idea where we're going, but we're just
Right.
we're just
Better.
rolling with it at the moment. All right, let me see. We're about ready, I think. Yeah, we're about ready. All right, we're gonna start on our backs today. So we're gonna start laying down. So you guys can get ready while we see who else will join us. I see we have some Facebook friends. Happy about that. Excited to welcome you on this lovely Saturday morning. When I teach at the studio, I always introduce myself, but you guys already kind of know what you're in for. But I'm Michaela. I'm going to be leading you through this 45-minute gentle flow. I'm going to go ahead and mute mics on the Zoom so that we don't have any disruptions. And we're going to go ahead and get started. Let's see. Okay. Great. All right. So we're going to just lay on our backs and take up as much space as you would like, or you have, I guess. You don't know what you have. It's fine to keep your feet on the ground with your knees up, or it's also fine to just lay all the way out with your legs just spread out with your arms either by your side or on your belly. You can also have one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly and just feeling your breath. So in this gentle flow, we really just like to take time to feel our body, recognize our breath, and just bring them all back together and just kind of center ourselves a little bit. So that's what we're going to do today. So as I like to start a lot of my classes with a bit of a body scan, so that we can just kind of feel what's in our bodies. And those of you who have done this with me, maybe even already this week, you're welcome to do the scan of your choice. I'm going to talk you from the crown of your head over the top of your body, the upward facing parts of your body, maybe down your forehead, down your nose, running down the nostrils over the lips, pausing there just to feel the breath coming in and out of that space between your nose and your lips. Maybe it's cool air coming into your nostrils, going up and then down into your lungs, filling your body, that life force. And then past the lips, over the chin and down to the neck. Maybe it's even uncomfortable to feel that part of your body. Keep running down over the chest, over our organs and our tummy there. Down the right leg, maybe up the top of the foot. Maybe down the back of the right leg, coming back up the body to the bum. Maybe going back over to the back of the left leg, or just running down the back of the body, down to the foot, up the sole of the foot, over the top of the leg. And feeling the spaces in our body which might be in contact with the ground or with another object. So mostly the back of our body, our shoulder blades, our bones. Just feeling the pressure, feeling the support from the earth. And as we recognize our body and recognize our breath, we'll read one small thing from this book that I have. I've never considered myself a very good candidate for self-compassion until I learned what self-compassion was. And I think that the main takeaway is that self-compassion is not selfish, and it's necessary to make you a good friend and partner and a happier person. And it's sort of like, if you don't love yourself, you can't love somebody else, but that's not, it seems really cliche, it's not exactly what it is. It's just that it makes you a more aware person of what you need and more compassionate to yourself, which actually in turn makes you a great, better friend and partner. So that's neither here nor there, but this part of the chapter is talking about being mindful in kind of the more formal sense. And it's a quote by one of the guys who brought mindfulness, or is credited with bringing mindfulness to the United States, John Kabat-Zinn. So his quote is, "You cannot stop the waves, but you can learn to surf." And that's from one of his seminal books. And I think that works right now. So we can't stop the waves of the situation that we're in, but we can learn to surf. And it's not easy to learn to surf. I think the first step that we can take probably is slowing down just a little bit and forgiving ourselves for anything that we aren't able to do at this time, and that's okay. That's fine. These are unprecedented times, and whatever we're able to do is great, and whatever we're not able to do is also fine, and that's part of learning to surf. We can't stop the waves. We can just roll with them. We can just ride them, and that doesn't mean giving up on ourselves and not trying to find what or seek what we want or what we need. It just means to just roll with it a little bit more. And from there, we're going to try to deepen our breath. We're going to inhale together to the count of 4. So begin your inhale through your nose. 2, 3, 4. We're going to pause at the top and exhale through our mouth, but slowly. 2, 3, 4. Again, inhaling through the nose. 2, 3. Expanding the ribs, expanding the lungs. 4. Pausing at the top. Exhaling through the mouth, but slowly. 2, 3, 4. Again, inhaling through the nose. 2, 3, 4. Pause at the top, and this time exhale through the nose. 2, 3, 4. And here on out, you're on your own breath. You choose how long or short you want it, but see if you can kind of match those inhales and exhales, just feeling the waves of the breath coming in and out of your body, and just ride those waves. Just surf. On your next inhale, bring your right knee into your body, kind of hugging it a little bit into your body. So you're just going to bring your right leg in, just giving yourself a nice little hug, and then you're going to send it back out. So you're just not going to stay there for long. Inhale, bring your left leg in towards your body. Give it a little hug. Exhale it back out. We're going to do this a couple more times. Inhale, right knee into the body. You can feel your core just moving your leg into your body. Exhaling it back out. Inhale, other leg into the body. Left leg. Maybe a little hug if you want. Back out. Last one. Inhale the right leg into the body. Hold it here. We're going to take one breath. If you want to give it a hug, a squeeze, you can do that. If you want to roll it out, you can do that too. On your next exhale, lay it out. Inhale the left knee in. You can give it a squeeze, a hug. We're going to hold it for a round of breath. You want to give it a little circle or just feel what it feels like to bring it out a little bit. And exhale it back out. On your next inhale, bring both knees in, giving them a little hug, maybe rolling back and forth. You're taking a round of breath here, exhaling. Inhale. Exhale, both legs out, laying it out. On your next inhale, bring your right leg and just cross it over your left leg. So the foot of your right leg is on the ground, and you're just feeling like a very light stretch maybe in your right hip. And that kind of depends on your foot placement and the pressure that you put on that hip. See what you feel. And you next exhale, lay it back out. Inhale, take your left foot, do the same thing, cross it over the right foot. See if you feel a little stretch in your left hip. Depends on if you push your back into the mat, sort of, or your foot placement. Just breathing. And left, lay that left foot back out. On On your next inhale, bringing both knees together, and we're gonna rock and roll, or you can just come to a seated position. So you choose what's right for you. Some people like rocking and rolling, having this tight position here. And then eventually we're gonna come up into a seated position. Maybe try a position that you don't normally choose. So if you usually have your right leg over left, maybe try your left leg over right. So just having kind of a different position there. We're gonna keep a tall posture with the crown of our head reaching towards the ceiling. And then we're just gonna begin to look right and left. So we're gonna inhale at center and exhale looking right. Inhale center, exhale left. Inhale center, exhale right. Inhale center, exhale left. We're going to do it one more time just because it's so good. Inhale center, exhale right. Inhale center, exhale left. Good. Back, inhaling center. We're going to bring our right ear to our right shoulder. So inhale, just lifting the crown of the head a bit. And exhale, right ear, right shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, other way. You can keep your eyes closed if you like. They're pretty simple movements. You might get it. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. You can choose to do it on your own breath. We're going to do one more round. You're going to finish left ear, left shoulder, and then one more round, right ear, right shoulder, center. Left ear, left shoulder, center. Good. One more nice neck stretch, chin to chest. So we're looking down, and then on our inhale, we're coming up, looking right at our right shoulder. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, looking down. Inhale, up the right shoulder. Exhale, down. Inhale, up to left shoulder. Exhale, down. We'll pause there, lift your head, keeping this nice, straight, strong posture. We're going to do a couple of warm-ups for our shoulders. So on our inhales, we're going to bring our shoulders up. Exhale, roll them back and down. Inhale, up. Exhale, rolling back and down. One more time. Inhale, up, giving yourself a squeeze. Exhale, back and down. And we're going to go the other way. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward and down. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward and down. Last one. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward and down. Oh, this is nice. All right, a couple with our wrists. You can choose the wrist stretch of your choice. I'm going to recommend that you just place your hands in front of you, just with the fingers up, and you just play with rocking your weight back and forth and see what that feels like. If you keep your hands down, your elbows kind of turn a little bit, and then maybe placing your fingertips facing out, away from each other. So the fingertips are out towards the edge of the mat if you have a mat, or just away from each other. And if it's comfortable for you, maybe even turning them all the way around. Don't put a lot of weight on them, but just see how that feels. If you're typing a lot during the day, maybe that feels really good. Just giving them a little bit of movement. And then go ahead and flip them over and face the fingertips towards each other. So your palms are facing yourself. Maybe your hands, you don't look at them this way a lot. Maybe they look a little foreign to you, foreign to me. Good. And if you want to turn them towards you, you can do that too. Fingertips towards you, giving yourselves nice stretches there with the wrists. We do a lot with our wrists all day. We need a little wrist love here. Good. All right. We're going to come back to our neutral position, and on our inhale, we're going to reach all the way up, either wide or lifting all the way up, looking at our hands. And exhale, we're folding in front of us. We're reaching forward. As we inhale, we're going to draw our hands towards our body, running them up our legs, our knees, placing them on our knees, and then inhale, opening up, drawing the shoulder blades together, lifting the head. Exhale, back to neutral. Inhale, reaching up, following our hands to the ceiling, looking at the fingertips. Exhale, reaching forward, folding forward ahead of us. Inhale, drawing the hands up our body, up to our knees. Exhale here. Inhale, drawing the shoulder blades back, lifting the head and chest. Exhale and back to neutral. One more time. Inhale, reaching the hands all the way up, touching your neighbor. Exhale, folding down, reaching forward. Inhale, one fluid motion this time, drawing the hands all the way up, shoulder blades back, lifting the head, and exhale, back to neutral. A couple seated sun A's or seated cat cows for us. All right, on our next inhale, we're gonna raise the right arm, looking underneath our armpit. You can brace yourself with your left if you'd like, but we're not gonna stay here for long. So just following your arm up, exhaling it back down, inhaling the left arm up, following it up with your gaze, exhale back down. Inhale, floating up the right hand, following it with your gaze, exhale back down. Trying to keep both sit bones on the ground. Inhale, left arm up. And if you do this, you might feel a little stretch in your hips, depends how tight your hips are. One more time, inhaling right arm up, and exhale back down. Inhale, back up, other side, exhale, back down. Really good. We're gonna bring our arms up, all the way up on your inhale, but this time we're gonna form an O with our arms. So we're making a big O, and we're gonna begin to bend from side to side. Ideally exhaling on the bend and inhaling in the middle, but it's up to you. Whatever feels good, just go with it. Ride those waves. Ride those waves. Couple side bends. If you'd like, when you go to your right side, you can look up towards your left shoulder. And when you go to your left side, you can look up towards your right shoulder. Just giving yourself also kind of a neck stretch. So see how that feels. All right, next time you're on the left side, stop there. So we're on the left side. We're gonna bring our fingertips down towards the ground and walk a half circle towards the other side. And when we get to the other knee, we're gonna interlace our hands again and bring our big circle all the way back over. When we get to the ground, we're gonna release it, walk our hands all the way over, maybe tickle your neighbor, interlace your fingers, reaching up, big O, one more time. Very good. I can see you're following directions, tickling your neighbors, walking around, big O, back up, and pause at the top. All right, this time take a big inhale, extending your spine towards the ceiling. Exhale towards the right side this time. Right side down to the ground, making half circles, stretching, elongating that spine. Coming back, interlacing the fingers, big up. Again, down to the right side, half circle. I feel like I'm always the receiver of messages. Back up. One more time, exhale down. A big half circle, big stretch. Back up into your O. And exhale back to neutral. Your hands in your lap, long, tall spine. Good. This time we're going to plant the soles of our feet on the mat. So we're just sitting here with the soles of our feet with our knees facing up. On our inhale, we're going to bring our arms up, following with our hands. Place our left hand behind us, and you're going to reach back with your right arm. If you'd like, you can push up through the soles of your feet, or you can just stay here giving yourself a little back bend. If you'd like to push through, you can just give yourself a little reach. See what that feels like. Give us a round of breath here. Exhale, begin to come back down to your seated position. Good. Inhale, reaching the arms all the way back up. Right hand goes behind you this time, either just reaching back with the left arm or just pushing through those feet, raising the hips and seeing what that feels like for you. One round of breath here, active fingers, no lazy fingers here. Good. Exhale, back down. Very nice. We're going to walk our feet to the edge of the mat, and we can use our hands or you can use momentum. We're coming into a squat position. So I'm just going to bring my feet close to my bum and sit into my squat position. Some of us may be on our tippy toes, just depends. It's just these individual differences, no? All right, taking a moment here, you can close down your eyes and bow your head towards your hands if you'd like. A lot of times we don't set intentions in these practices because they're so short, but we have a moment. Let's set an intention if you'd like, for yourself, for someone else, for something bigger. Raise your head, open your eyes, and on your inhale, reach the right arm up, planting the left arm down, giving yourself a twist. Here you have the option to bind if you'd like. If that's in your practice, you want to reach around your left leg with your left arm. You can bind and open up, but you want to roll open the right shoulder towards the ceiling. Taking a couple rounds of breath here, and this is this twist. One last good inhale. Exhale, release the bind or the twist, coming back to neutral. Inhale, floating the left arm up, the right arm goes down. You have the option for a bind here, or just keep it in a little twist. Trying to roll open that top shoulder. Exhale, release the bind, coming back to neutral. We're going to place our hands on the mat in front of our feet and then begin to come to standing. Just stay folded. Stay folded. Maybe grab opposite elbows and begin to rock from side to side in ragdoll. Let your head hang. Enjoy the moments when it's not just on your neck. Maybe release some tension, making little circles with your head. Tickle your arm with your hair if you have some. Arms, no hair. Go ahead and release the arms if they're bound and begin to roll up slowly, slowly, slowly. Coming to standing at the top of your mat, resetting your position if you have a small studio. Welcome. Now we're in mountain pose. Good. Inhale, we're going to reach our arms all the way up, following our gaze. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reaching up, following the gaze, really, really reaching to the ceiling. Exhale, hands to heart. One more time. Inhale, reaching up, all the way up, and pause at the top. As you exhale, cactus your arms and give yourself a back bend, if that feels okay to you. Keep bringing your arms down and coming behind your back and interlacing your fingers behind your back. Squeezing together the shoulder blades and opening up your chest. See if you can keep breathing, keeping your breath in this position. On your next exhale, begin to fold forward, just folding over. To how far you go is up to you. See what your hamstrings allow, what your body allows. Let your head hang. Again, it's a privilege not to have it on the neck. Good. Half lift, rising up just a little bit, and then stepping back with our right leg into a high lunge. So we're just taking a controlled step back here. On our inhale, we're going to rise up, keeping the hands interlaced behind our back. And again, drawing the shoulder blades open, lifting the head for an open-hearted lunge. Good. On your next exhale, release the fingers. Plant them next to your front foot. And we're going to bring the back knee down, sliding the front leg forward into a half split. Here your toes are facing up. You can choose to sit back if you'd like. It's not necessary. Your toes are facing up. You're in a half split. You can support yourself with your hands if you need, if you'd like. Most people do like. It's a pretty intense hamstring stretch. Keep breathing. One last inhale. Exhale. Inhale, placing the left foot, the sole of the foot back down on the floor of the mat, curling the right toes and lifting the knee. Exhale. Inhale, bringing the arms up and the feet together all at once, rising up. Exhale, hands to heart, standing mountain pose. Inhale, arms up, looking at your hands. Exhale, bending the arms, cactusing the arms, giving yourself a back bend if it feels good. Continuing to reach behind your back, interlacing your fingers, squeezing your shoulder blades together, opening your chest, broadening that collarbone. Exhale, fold forward, keeping the fingers interlaced if you can and if it's comfortable. Yeah, enough, anyway. Inhale, half lift, bring yourself up just a little bit and stepping back with control with that left foot to a lunge, this humble lunge. Good. Inhale, come to rise with your hands still behind your back, open-hearted lunge, drawing the shoulder blades, opening the chest, broadening the chest. Exhale, releasing the hands, planting them next to that front foot, and sending your back knee down. Sending the right leg forward, toes pointed up, and your half split. Breathing, enjoying this nice hamstring stretch. Maybe smiling, maybe riding the waves. Good. On your next inhale, we're going to place the right foot back down, curl the left toes, and come to a high lunge here. As you Exhale, then you're gonna inhale, lifting the arms all the way to the ceiling, coming to standing again at the top of your mat or your floor, or wherever you happen to be. Good. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, raising the hands all the way up to the ceiling. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to high plank. Inhale here, push away the floor of the mat, and exhale, lower all the way down, either on your knees or just straight down, all the way down to your tummy. Good. Place your hands next to your chest or underneath your shoulders, and on your inhale, you're going to give yourself just a mini cobra, maybe not even using the strength of your hands. And exhale, back down. Again, inhale, lift, mini cobra. Exhale, back down. We're going to do one more. Inhale, lift, give yourself cobra, maybe a little bit more if you'd like. If that's up to you, you choose what you'd like to do. Exhale, back down. Inhale, we're going to make our way either through tabletop or directly down to down dog. Really lifting the hips up and back. It's possible that you keep a bend in your knee. That's okay. Keep a bend in your knee. Send your hips high. That's the point. Long spine. Long spine from the crown of the head to the tippy end of your bum. Maybe giving it a little walk, pedaling your feet, touching the ground with each heel. Maybe bringing them from side to side. See how you want to ride that wave. Pushing away the mat. Relaxing the shoulders away from the ears and maybe even wrapping the elbows underneath your body. On your next inhale, we're going to begin to roll forward into plank again. You can drop your knees if you need to. And on your exhale, you're going to begin to lower all the way down to your belly again. On your inhale, you're going to reach your right arm back towards your right leg. If you can touch your foot or your ankle, that's great. You can do that. You can also turn on your side if you're not comfortable on your belly. Grab one leg in your half bow pose. Maybe you want to look back over your right shoulder. Feeling a nice quad stretch. Perfect for us runners or hikers or HIIT people. Keep breathing. On your next exhale, release, bring yourself back to center. On your next inhale, you're going to reach back to your opposite leg and begin the quad stretch on the other side, your half bow. Choose the position that suits you. Breathing. Good. Release on your next exhale. You're coming back to center. And then however you would like to get to down dog, you can push up through tabletop, or you can just come directly back to down dog. Good. On your next inhale, we're going to float the right leg back and up. A long straight line of energy. So you're pushing the mat away or the ground away from you still. All 10 fingers into the mat or the floor. Long line of energy here. On your exhale, you're going to bring that right foot next to your right hand. You're going to walk it a little bit in between the two hands. So you want to make sure that it's not so far right, okay? On your next inhale, we're going to begin to walk a half circle towards our left, turning our left foot out as we walk, and then eventually turning our right toes as we walk. And we end in this forward fold with both of our toes facing the same direction and just folding forward. Again, releasing the neck, enjoying the privilege that not have the head on the neck. Maybe the toes are facing in a little bit. Maybe you have a bend in your knees. Always okay to keep a bend in your knees. See how that feels. See what you can stretch. Maybe giving yourself a little bit of weight to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. And then we're going to just give ourselves a little bit of a half lift, turning our toes out and our heels in. And I think you might know where this is going. On your inhale, we're going to rise to goddess. So we're going to keep our squat position, but our toes are facing out. Our arms are going to rise up, and you're going to choose a hand position that you like. If you want to interlace your fingers, that's great. If you want to bring them to your heart, that's great. If you want to keep them on your hips, that's great. And begin to give yourself a little bit of movement. If you want to challenge this pose, you can rise up onto your toes, seeing how that feels, how that challenges your quads and your thighs and your legs. So give yourself a little bit of movement here. Maybe you can feel some stretching in your hips. Good. If your hands on your hips, we're going to inhale, reaching all the way up, and exhale, folding. Good, we're in this folded goddess. We're going to begin to walk our hands towards the left side, turning all our toes towards the left side as well, and then you're in sort of a high lunge on the left side. On your inhale, rise all the way up. High lunge on the back of your mat. Fingertips towards the ceiling. Exhale, plant your hands and step, either go through your vinyasa or step back to downward facing dog. If you want to vinyasa, you're pushing away the mat. Coming down for chaturanga, or all the way down, up dog for cobra, or up dog for cobra, and back to down dog. That's a nice one. Good. You're in your down dog. I'm showing you all my bum. That's part of it. Inhale your left leg, backing up, long line of energy, pushing away the mat or the floor, the carpet, or whatever you have there. Good. Trying not to lift the hip too much, trying to keep it a little bit level. You might have to tuck the left hip down a bit. And inhale, extend, exhale, step it through again in sort of the center position here. Good. Inhale, begin to walk your hands towards the center of your mat, turning all your toes towards that same side. You're in a fold again. Good. Enjoy your fold. Let your head hang. We'll take a round of breath here. Inhale, half lift, turning the toes out and the heels in, rising all the way up into goddess and choosing the arm position of your choice. Maybe you even want an out. You just want to try something new. Up to you. Giving yourself some space here, rising on the toes maybe a couple times just to see how that feels. Just see how that feels. Good. One last inhale, reaching all the way up. Exhale, fold. You can straighten the legs if you'd like. Inhale, half lift, and exhale, begin walking towards the front of your mat. Your toes are turning right. All the toes are turning right. You're in sort of a lunge position. Inhale, lifting your hands all the way up towards the ceiling. Wiggling those fingers maybe. Tall hands. Exhale, plant your hands. Either go through your vinyasa or you step back to down dog from here. Very good. Very nice. Inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, step, walk, or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rising all the way up, following your fingertips towards the ceiling. Exhale, hands to heart. Resetting your position. If you happen to have a short distance, you might want to be in the middle of your distance. So we're going to take one step forward with our right foot, placing the weight on our right foot. And on our inhale, we're going to rise our hands all the way up. On our exhale, we're going to bring our hands to our heart and then fall them all the way down on the sides of our body. We're going to lift our left leg, catching it from the inside with our left hand and placing the weight of our foot inside our hand. You might stop here. This is another quad stretch. It's another version of what we have. You might stop here. If you'd like to keep going, you're going to continue to push your foot into your hand, creating a back bend first. Creating a back bend, rolling that shoulder back, pushing the foot into the hand, and you may begin to come forward for dancer pose. You choose the arm position of your choice and the variation of your choice. Take it to where you want to take it. One last breath here. Inhale, rising up, long line here. Exhale, release the foot, bringing it back down. Good, same thing on the other side. We're going to take a small step forward with our left foot. Inhale, rising our arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart, bringing them all the way down to our sides. Raising our right hand, catching it from the inside with our raising our right foot and catching it in our hand. Again, pushing in here, maybe you're stopping here, this is great. You're working on your balance, you stop there. If you'd like to keep going along, raising the right arm, pushing your foot into your hand, and maybe leaning forward. Leaning forward is not the goal. The back bend is the goal. The balance is the goal. Good. Maybe playing around with it, seeing how it feels. Still breathing. Maybe focusing on just one spot which doesn't move. And inhaling, coming back up. Exhaling, releasing, maybe shaking it out. And because I'm a sucker for a very good tree, inhale, taking one small step forward with your right leg. Exhale here. Inhale, raising the left leg up and choosing the position of your choice, either on the mat, on the calf, or above the knee, wherever you would like to place your leg. Choosing the arm position of your choice. Maybe you want to choose a different one this time. Maybe you want to get wild and you want to choose eagle arms, wrapping the right arm under the left arm. There is no law against being creative with your yoga poses. You choose what you want. You want to give yourself a hug? You do that. And you're breathing and you're focusing on something which isn't moving. You choose what you would like. And if you want to challenge your balance, you may close your eyes. For 4, 3, 2, 1. So good, you guys. Stepping back down, giving it a little shake. Very good. Stepping forward, little step with your left leg. Your right leg rises on the floor, on the calf, or above the knee. Up to you. You choose. Choose the arm position of your choice. Maybe you want to go with eagle arms. This time it would be left arm under right, wrapping them together, giving yourself a hug. You choose. You're still breathing. You're still looking at something which doesn't move. You're practicing your balance. Maybe you're raising your gaze, and maybe you want to close your eyes for 4, 3, 2, 1. So good, you guys, so good. And there was an extra second there. Shaking it all off. Inhale, sweeping the arms all the way up. Big energy all the way up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, either step back to down dog or go through your vinyasa of your choice. Maybe you're coming all the way down and coming up for cobra. That's great. Maybe you're going to do up dog and end up in down dog with me here. On your inhale, float your right leg back and up, extending. Exhale, we're coming into pigeon. Bringing your right knee next to your right hand and your left foot, or your right foot next to your left hand. Good. Maybe walking yourself up just a bit, giving yourself a little bit of space, seeing what that feels like. Scooting your left leg back just a bit, and folding whenever you'd like, if you'd like. You choose to not fold, that's also up to you. Maybe creating a little pillow with your arms or your hands. Breathing. See with every out breath if you can maybe sink a bit lower, a bit deeper, maybe enjoy it a bit more if possible. One more round of breath. Exhale, plant your hands in front of you and begin to push yourself back into down dog. I like to come into three-legged dog. That's up to you. Maybe you want to come to three-legged dog, give it a little bit of a shake and place it down. On your inhale, raise your left leg back and up. Big, long stretch. Feel that good stretch. Exhale, bring the left leg into pigeon. Left knee to left hand. Sliding your right leg back, giving yourself a bit of space. Opening up, and then folding when you're ready, if you'd like to fold. Again, see with the exhales if your body softens, if you can come deeper into the pose, if that feels good. One more round of breath. On your next exhale, just begin to sit onto the left bum. We're going to bring our legs around into this forward pike position. Both soles of the feet facing towards the front. We're going to inhale, reaching up, long spine, maybe looking at your hands, and exhale, reaching forward. I like to interlace my thumbs. I like it. Pushing forward, feeling the hamstring stretch. Good. And then if you'd like, you can come down, folding down. It's not required. You can just push forward. You never have to come down if you don't want. If you'd like to pull back on your toes, giving the bottoms of your feet a little bit of a stretch, you can do that as well. You can release the neck if you'd like. You can make it as active or passive as you'd like. You can bend your elbows, bringing yourself farther down. Again, on your exhale, seeing if you can relax into the pose. Inhale, maybe you lift a bit, and exhale, maybe folding a bit deeper. On your next inhale, release your hands from wherever they are and rising your head back up. Exhale, we're going to cross the right leg over the left leg, and you're either going to give it a hug or you're going to raise your right arm up, placing it behind you, and maybe turning this arm around, giving yourself a bit of a twist. You decide how you'd like to do that. Ideally feeling a bit of a stretch on the right side, right butt cheek. Maybe the left toes are pointed towards the ceiling. Active little foot. Breathing here. On your inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, come back to center. Inhale, we're crossing the left leg over the right. Rising our hands up and placing the left arm behind us. You either give yourself a hug here with your right leg or turning, placing the tricep on the right knee. Giving yourself a bit of a twist. Trying to keep that posture that you have, and maybe flexing the right toes towards the ceiling. Making that foot work too. Good. Inhale, lengthening the spine, and exhale, coming back to center. Very, very nice. All right. On your next inhale, we're going to come into boat. We're in boat pose. Unexpected, huh? We're in boat pose because we love boat pose. Okay, we're gonna do 2 boat poses. You choose the variation of your choice. You're either here, you're assisting your legs, or you're holding behind your legs, your arms are crossed or alongside your body or above your head, or maybe your legs are even straight. And if you shake, that's okay. There is no shame in shaking. We're gonna hold this for 3, 2, 1. You're gonna cross your legs and shake it out. And one more boat, and I think you know where we'll go with this one. We're going to just begin to roll it out. So you're in boat, and we're just going to begin to lay out, however fast or so you'd like. Of course, slower would be kind of a challenge, no? Laying out. Eventually, just laying all the way on the ground, with either the soles of the feet on the ground or all the way out. Just giving yourself a breath here. Maybe a deep breath. Maybe one in through the nose and out through the mouth. We're going to place the feet on the mat, bum distance away, fingertip bum distance away, so you can tickle the soles or the heels of the feet with your fingertips. We're setting up for a bridge here. Just one. On your inhale, sending your hips up, giving yourself a nice bridge. Maybe you want to walk your arms underneath your body with your fingers interlaced. Maybe that feels good. See if you have a bit more space in there. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't know. Still breathing, not looking right or left, just looking up, maybe even with your eyes closed. You come down whenever you're ready. If you haven't come down yet, you can release the fingers, rolling your spine down, rolling. Placing the feet together and letting the knees fall out wide in this butterfly position. Again, returning maybe your hand to your belly, maybe the other hand to your chest, maybe both on your belly, you decide. Feeling your breath, maybe feeling your heart. Using your hands, bring your knees together with your feet on the flat on the ground. And choose the twist of your choice, bringing your knees out to the left side first. Maybe you want to try eagle legs, wrapping the right leg around the left leg. Maybe you just want to stack them on top of each other. You choose the twist you want, bringing the knees out to the left side. Maybe cactusing your arms or bringing them wide out. Maybe looking over to your right shoulder. Just twisting any last things out that you would like to twist out. Just concentrate on twisting those out. Twist out anything that doesn't serve you. Breathe in anything which does. Inhale, coming back to center using your core. Exhale, untwist those legs if they're twisted. Inhale, find your leg position of your choice. If it's eagle legs, if it's twisted, if it's not, if it's just stacked. And then exhale, twist to the other side. Maybe cactusing your arms, maybe looking out to the other side. Finding the twist of your choice. One last twist, just getting out anything you'd like to get out from there. Inhaling back to center, using your core, bringing your legs back, untwist if they're twisted. Give yourself any last movements you'd like to give. Maybe happy baby, maybe bring the soles of your feet up to the ceiling and grabbing them, giving yourself a rock. Maybe some windshield wipers with your knees. Maybe you're just itching for that plow position. You do what you need to do as we prepare. Maybe bringing your knees in towards your chest and giving yourself a nice tight hug if that feels good to you. Maybe bringing your forehead to your knees, maybe pushing against your arms, just giving yourself a big, big, big tight squeeze. Inhale here. Exhale, just lay it all out. Legs out, arms out. You're welcome to keep the soles of your feet on the ground with the knees up if that feels good to you. Feeling your breath, feeling supported by the ground, by the earth. Feeling proud of your commitment to yourself for showing up. The commitment to your wellness, and to time for yourself, and that is self-compassion. That makes you a happy, healthier person. And that is what makes you a happier, healthier person to be around. It's okay to take care of yourself. It's good to take care of yourself. Please continue to do so. And now I'd like you to take a full minute to be with yourself. I'll bring you back when we're done. begin to become aware of your breath. Noticing any sounds around you or any feelings on your body. Maybe a carpet underneath your body, maybe a mat, maybe the rubber of the mat. Just noticing the sensations and noticing the time between your reaction and the sensation. Maybe beginning to bring some movement into your body. Maybe wiggling your fingers and your toes and giving yourself some circles. Your wrists or your ankles. Maybe rolling your head from side to the other side and giving yourself a big stretch overhead. Making yourself long, stretching out. When you're ready, bring your knees in towards your chest and choose a side to roll onto, your right or your left side, making a pillow with your arms. And when you're ready, using your hands to push yourself up to a seated position, maybe keeping your eyes closed if possible, or soft gaze. Choose any seated position you would like. It doesn't have to be cross-legged. You can sit on your feet or your knees. Keeping your posture tall, the crown of your head reaching towards the ceiling still. Hands in any position which is comfortable for you. Maybe at heart center, maybe in your lap, maybe open on your legs. Feel any space in your body which might not have been there before, anything that might feel a bit loose or a bit open. Feel any space or any more openness in your mind which might not have been there before. Any space which will help you ride the waves, not just today, not just tomorrow, but in the long run. We can't control the waves, but we can learn to surf, and you taking time for yourself here today, right now, was a good step in that direction. Thank you. You can bow your head towards your heart, sealing your practice with your gratitude, raising your head, opening your eyes. Thank you very much, and I hope that you can take this through your day. Gives you a little peace and calm and happiness, or however you want to feel. All of that's great. All that's great. Just a little space. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope to see you soon. Love you all. Lots of hugs, lots of kisses. Bye.